Welcome back. It is Saturday, May 20th in the MLB. Our four favorite picks are on the way. I'm Austin. Logan's not here today, but I do want to recap yesterday. It was a 1-2 day. I won't have the recap scrolling down at the bottom. I'm only going to have two of these videos where we aren't, fully recording it with all of our edits and recaps and whatnot. But it was a 1-2 day. The Nerfy cashed, and if you tailed our parlay of the day, ooh, that was good. We got to fly these flags, baby. 3 Nerfies, all cash. We ended up giving away $472 on our Twitter to one random person this morning. And also, we look at our two losers. We had the Twins and Angels under 8.5. They ended with 9 runs. It was soaring under. The live bet was like a 5.5, 6.5 territory. And then they scored a lot of runs and ended up ending with 9. And then the Rockies plus 1.5 did not get it done. Now, we do have an offer on Bet365 before we dive into our favorite picks. You can get $200 worth of bonus bets. Here's how. You sign up at the top link in the description because there is no parlay of the day. Reminder, no parlay on the weekend. You deposit $10 and you make a $1 money line bet on any MLB or NBA team today. Even if you lose, you'll get the bonus. You can get it in New Jersey, Ohio, Virginia, and Colorado. So take advantage of that. But let's bounce back. We have 4 picks coming your guys' way. And honestly, guys, yesterday, Logan's Rocky plus 1.5. Had to give him the day off, and I'll level with you guys. Probably he's not. That's probably last time you'll see him because we can't be having Rockies plus 1. No. But I did get a new talent, and I hope you guys will like him. So I'm going to introduce him to him. We're actually in real life, and hopefully you guys like him. He's got a pick for you.
All right, guys. Yeah, Rockies plus 1.5. That was never stood a chance. Unfortunately, my sharp self got killed in that one. But we're setting up a nice bounce back spot today, and we're going to a first 5 run line for our first pick. And we're taking the Diamondbacks plus 0.5 on the first 5 innings run line. Minus 120 odds on FanDuel is currently your best value in this one. Now, I would take this on FanDuel. If you look at the odds this morning as we're recording this video, on the other books, there's extreme juice on the other books. Would not lay the extreme juice like minus 150 or minus 140. Wouldn't do that on a run line in any way. So I would consider pivoting to the Diamondbacks team total over if that's what your book is. But take it on FanDuel definitely if you do have it. Now, after whooping last night, kind of like the Colorado Rockies pick, the Diamondbacks are in a bounce back spot. I'm in a bounce back spot too, and we're gonna cash this one. Now, everyone yesterday that was taking Diamondbacks, I saw a lot of people on Diamondbacks. They were very comfortable picking Zach Allen yesterday, but they were ambushed by an explosion of Pittsburgh offense. Like, hard to predict when that happens, and especially against a good pitcher like Allen. The Pirates offense just broke out yesterday. Don't see the same happening again today. But who's starting for the Pirates today? It's Mitch Keller. He's been great this year, almost too good. 2.38 ERA, 1.02 whip. Amazing numbers from Mitch Keller. In his last 3 starts, 0-0 and 1 earned runs allowed. That's kind of crazy, right? Keller is doing a great job of getting the swing and miss as well. 13 strikeouts in his last start. Everything's working for him, right? What could possibly go wrong, on a weekend baseball slate? Look at Keller's strikeout prop today, right? It's always the breadcrumbs the books leave. It's only sitting at 5.5 even odds on the over. I'm telling you right now, I expect everyone to be on the over in that one. So could the Diamondbacks get to him today? Absolutely. You look at Arizona, 4th in batting average, 4th in OPS versus righties. Keller's done a great job at limiting the home run allowed in his recent starts. Look through his game log. But in baseball, you have to be one game ahead. What do I mean by that? Well, you can't just look at what he's done recently. You have to project where he might end up. And I could see some home runs coming for Mitch Keller today, right? Mislocations, that's the type of pitcher he is. He allowed a home run in 3 out of his first 4 starts of the year. So kind of like the ebbs and flows of baseball. Could see him, getting hit around today. Now, who's starting for the Diamondbacks? It's Brandon Pfaadt, right? He 8.59 ERA, 1.57 whip. His ERA is very inflated from his first 2 starts where he just hosted batting practice, 6 and 7 earned runs. With a young pitcher like that, those types of starts happen. But his most recent start is what I like. 5 innings pitched, 1 hit allowed, 1 earned run allowed. So I've seen him able to not go out there and host batting practice. And Pittsburgh's offense, despite what they did yesterday, still 19th in runs, 19th in hits. We saw them the offense just absolutely explode. But I'm going to go ahead and say some regressions coming. If they do it two games in a row, then I'll just happily take the L in that one. But I really do feel comfortable that at the plus 0.5, if they're leading through 5 or if they're tied through 5, we cash this bet. The 2 pathways do work in our favor, and that's going to be my first pick. But you know what? I gotta toss it back to Austin. We're sweeping today. Austin, what you got for us, bud?
Yeah, so I got a pretty good pick, and I know these videos. I don't think we've ever done an in real life one since the first ever MLB video we did. So you'll have a treat over Saturday and Sunday. But I want to talk about my pick, and it's going to be to a different game. And I really am liking the Rockies on the team total over 3.5. Now Logan's really going to like this one because yesterday the Rockies hurt us all. I mean, they came out and lost 7-2. Although when we say that didn't have a chance, I mean it was like tied, it was scoreless going into like the third or fourth inning. So Carl was pitching all right, and then he got hit around. But why do I like the Rockies staying a bounce back? Well, number one, it feels like every day that we miss a pick, the next day it immediately smacks, a la the Dodgers and Cardinals under yesterday, soared under. But as for today, I think the Rockies can get up some runs because, look, I don't think John Gray is all that good. And look, John Gray is going to start for the Rockies. Or for the Rangers, he's an ex-Rocky back from his time in 2015 to 2021. But we still look at Gray. I mean, you look at his numbers, very similar kind of to a guy like Mitch Keller, where 3.15 ERA, 1.14 whip. He's been really good. His last two starts, last start, 8 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. I am here to report if John Gray throws 8 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, we're not going to hit this bet. That's easy math right there. We're not getting some extra inning, ninth inning cheese. But the start before that, 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run. I just don't think John Gray's all that good. Now, he's not like, the worst pitcher in the MLB, but he can give up the hits when he gets hit around. He's given up some runs too. And in Gray's 3 previous starts prior to those 2, knockdown, shutout kind of starts, 3, 3, and 4 earned runs. So he was nearly giving us this team total by himself. Wouldn't surprise me today if we see this Rockies offense kind of get in the groove today. I mean, you look at yesterday, Rockies only 2 runs. The top half of their lineup hit pretty well. The problem was their bottom 4 guys went 0 for 15. I'm here to report you're not going to score a lot of runs when you got half the lineup not producing. But what are the chances all those guys go hitless again? Probably not too likely. So I think they're going to be able to get up some runs on John Gray. But not only that, we talked about yesterday, this Rangers bullpen isn't that great. 7th worst bullpen ERA in the league. So I think when you look at the end of the day, we're going to get 9 innings of hitting guaranteed. The Rangers come out and hit Kyle Freeland, score 12, 15 runs on him, and maybe they throw in a position player at the end just to rest a reliever. Don't put out their good relievers. We could also see this Rockies team potentially win this game outright today. That wouldn't surprise me either. Kyle Freeland's been decent this year. So we look at Gray. He's allowed a home run in 5 of his last 7 starts this year. One of his starts, he left early, so I'm not really going to count that one. Only 2 innings pitched there. But I think the Rockies got a good chance at scoring 4 runs. I know people like to say, oh, they're away from home, they can't hit. Yesterday, they had their chances. They were 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position, leaving 6 guys on base. I think they can get us 4 runs today. I normally don't like to take team totals at the 4.5 line, but asking for 4 runs, you could see an error in there. Maybe that allows a run. There's a lot of wiggle room here. So I like the Rockies on the team total over 3.5. I think it's a pretty good spot. So that's going to be my favorite play. But Logan's got one more for you, and it's a parlay, and then we'll wave the flags for Nerfy Nation.
I do like his Rockies pick because there's so many times in baseball you're day early, and that's tough, especially what he mentioned in the Cardinals game. But for my next pick, as he mentioned, it is a parlay, and it is Logan's version of the bankroll builder. Yeah, I know a few people triggered it in the NBA bankroll builders, but whatever, right? This is a baseball bankroll builder, so it'll smack. It's going to be A's plus 3.5 and the Royals plus 2.5. Plus 117 odds on DraftKings is currently your best value for that parlay. And I call it a bankroll builder. You can call it a mini parlay, whatever the heck you want. But it's taking 2 alt run lines. So before the comments say, Logan, that's not the lines. Yes, I know it's not the lines, right? You got to go into the books and you have to find alt run lines. Now, for Oakland, plus 3.5. We'll start with that leg. Everyone will be on the Astros today. You saw me yesterday come on and say, I doubt the Squares get 2 wins with Astros and Rangers. No, the Squares did get 2 wins with that. And I would be damned if on weekend baseball, the Squares get another win here. Everyone will be on the Astros, but I see a world in which Hunter Brown actually gives the A's a shot to cover this. All we ask is that the A's don't lose by 4 or more. In baseball, these teams are more competitive than you realize. Houston, also 19th in batting average, 18th in OPS versus lefties. They face a lefty in JP Sears today. They have not been hitting lefties all that well. JP Sears is one of those pitchers that if you look statistically, yes, he's given up his fair share of runs. But I also remember the type of caliber pitcher he is, and I could see him in line for a decent showing today, at least to give us a chance to catch this plus 3.5 alt run line. Now, for the other pick, we're taking the Royals plus 2.5. A bit nasty, right? This is a nasty parlay, but those are the ones that typically hit on the weekends. Jordan Lyles, not my favorite pitcher to back one bit. If you look at the White Sox offense, though, they've made bad pitchers look good before. Jordan Lyles, Yes, he's coming in with a sky-high ERA. He's just not really giving his team many chances to win. But last time he faced the White Sox, he went 9 innings pitched, and Kansas City did cover the +2.5. For what that's worth, right? And Giolito is starting for the White Sox. I just don't think there's any value on Giolito and the White Sox today. They're going to be in every single money line parlay. I just don't think Giolito's worthy of a -180 spot. He doesn't have the offense to back him up enough. And I don't think with both bullpens being bad in this one, we've seen both bullpens sell on each side. There should be run opportunities late. And I don't see the White Sox running and hiding. So I am going to go ahead and take both these teams, these underdogs on the alt run line for a little mini bankroll builder. We're getting plus value on it on the weekends. And you know what? Weekends are for the underdogs. I've always preached that, and I will continue to preach it. But Austin, I'm passing you, Mike. It's Nerfy Nation. Let's get hyped one time.
Oh, yeah. We need to cash this one. 6 quick outs. Let's get the music rolling. It's not the music you guys have heard the past couple days, but you know what? It's going to do us some good justice. And we're going to cash it. I'm feeling good about this. Flag. I'll wave it in a second. But let's have here. We're actually going to run back the one we took yesterday. We have a couple ideas that we had. We did consider Mets Guardians, but I really like the Marlins and Giants once again on the no run first inning. Not terrible value at -115 on Bet365. I think it was about -120, -130, and a bunch of other books. So hopefully it's not too juiced. I probably wouldn't play any Nerfy past, -130. And yesterday people got a lot of pretty good value on Sandy since I saw DraftKings was boosting it. Now, while we don't have Sandy Alcantara pitching today, sad, but we do have decent pitchers, and I think we'll be able to get it done. Now, Logan Webb's going to start for the Giants, and he started pretty poorly this year. He was 0-3 on Nerfies, but 6-0 over the last 6, so 6-3 so far this year. He's been pretty good, and we've talked about time and time again. Marlins 28th in first inning runs, a really struggling offense in the first inning, and he is a righty. I don't normally like to tail lefties just because the Marlins have weird splits against lefties, but he is a righty. I think Logan Webb can come in here, get us those first 3 outs, just like Anthony Desclafani did yesterday. Well, we don't have Sandy taking us home, Logan. Who's going to take us home today?
Yeah, I wish it was Sandy. No, it's Braxton Garrett, right? Braxton Garrett, get us those last 3 outs we need. Braxton Garrett, decent on the no-run first inning portion, 5-2 on Nerfies this year. Now, he does face a Giants offense that has put up some first inning runs, 7th and first inning runs, but the Giants aren't all that great against lefties. I think at the end of the day, Braxton Garrett will be able to get it done. The over-under set to 8. I don't know what that means for the total, but I mean, 7.5 is normally the range we like to pick it in. So you can assume that there will be offense later in this game. I just think it stays out of the first inning. Nerfy Nation, big Nerfy parlay cash yesterday. Hopefully we can continue that momentum today. Let's cash another one.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about it. Feeling good about the 4 plays. Let us know your favorite plays down below in the comments, and we're gonna get on out of here. We'll have another video back again tomorrow morning. We got an NBA one coming up today. Let's have a 4-0 day. We'll see you guys back again in the same time, same place. It's actually technically different place these days, but love you guys. Plays, I'm going to put them once again right at the bottom of the screen if you want to check them out. Diamondbacks +0.5 in the first 5. Rockies team total over 3.5. We got the Athletics +3.5 and Royals +2.5. Both 2 alt lines, but +117. And Marlins and Giants. No one first inning. Let us know your favorite plays down below in the comments. Hit that subscribe button. Logan Austin signing out. We'll see you guys back again tomorrow for some more picks, hopefully with the brooms out. We'll see you guys then. Peace.